my friends. This is Connie here, just wanting to touch base with you today. In regards to the recent climate in our political arena, I want to address some things to try to put your mind at ease. I'm not going to diminish the fact that we have a rough road ahead of us and that we have much work to do, but I do want you to keep it in perspective. We can handle what we need to handle. We have the strength and the intelligence and hopefully the spiritual growth and enough evolution behind our belt to figure out what we need to do and to do it in the proper manner with the right intention to manifest good things and not more destruction. So let me just tell you this. The most important asset that each and every one of us has right now is ourselves. Our well-being, us being strong, grounded, centered, mentally and physically feeling fit and able, not discouraged, tired, in despair, or frightened. So our first priority on this road to an evolution revolution needs to be extreme self-care first. We need to make sure that we are getting the proper rest. We need to make sure that the foods we eat are as fresh and healthy as they can be and not processed foods. We need to get some exercise every day, even if it's just a walk or just doing a little stretching in your living room. I know that when you feel overburdened and you're extremely depressed or your nervous system is challenged, it can be hard to do things, but just do the best that you can for yourself and let that be okay. Don't shame yourself or drive yourself. So we need rest, we need fresh air and exercise, we need healthy food, we need to stay hydrated, and we need to go within. If you don't already have a relationship and know yourself well and have a relationship with yourself and love yourself, now's the time to create that. Because I can honestly attest from living 6+ decades of thinking I loved myself, thinking I was okay with myself, and realizing that I did not. I was slowly committing suicide by smoking cigarettes for 52 years. I was a people pleaser. I was always trying to do things to keep the peace and other people happy and not take care of myself. I had all sorts of things that screamed that I didn't love myself. So a few years ago, I decided to go on to a deep self-love journey. That I was, whether I felt it or not, I was going to start treating myself every day as if I was my best friend, a cherished person in my life. I started to say no more. I started to speak up and stand up for myself. I started stepping into uncomfortable places to stretch myself and grow even more. I read good authors instead of reading some of my favorite trashy novels written by Nora Roberts. I've read over the years many, many books by authors like Eckhart Tolle and Dolores Cannon and Dr. Michael Newton and Dr. Joe Dispenza. Lots of people that have wonderful things to teach me. So let me caution you, challenge you, encourage you, whatever it is that's needed to have you go right now on a self-love journey. Now, how can going within affect the world out there? How can that make a difference? Well, let me tell you how. Our thoughts, our thought patterns, our emotions create our reality. We magnetically attract to us. So if we're thinking fearful, negative, unempowered thoughts, we are going to add fuel to what we're seeing happen out there. We're going to add more fuel to it, and it's going to get bigger. If we want to see it start to lose power and dissipate and lose its strength and momentum, then what we have to do is envision love, gratitude, joy, beauty, all good feelings. And we cultivate that by loving ourselves. Because when you are in the present moment and you are in a place of love or gratitude, fear and anger and hatred cannot exist in the same space at the same time. So the more we can hold that vibration in the higher realms of joy, follow your joy, have fun, take new hobbies. If you sing, sing. If you make music, do that, or paint or dance or create beautiful food or whatever it is that you do to fulfill your creative outlet. Do those things. Do all of these things to love and care for yourself. What that's going to do and how that's going to change the world is it's going to put you in a place of peace and empowerment. You will no longer be batted about with every wave of the next thing that happens in our administration, the next circus play out there. You won't be thrown around by it. You will be able to be detached enough to know that in this present moment, you are okay. You are in no imminent danger. You are okay. And sit back and watch what they're doing as if it's a movie. Be informed, see what's happening without doom scrolling or listening to unreliable news sources. Stay informed about what's taking place. And if you need to stand up and say something and make noise about it, calling your representatives, or you need to say, no, we will not comply with this. It's wrong. We will not comply. Do those things. But don't begin the nail biting and go, oh my goodness, what do we do if they do this? What do we do if they do that? What's next? That is exactly where the people that are in control want to keep you. You're so busy treading water when they keep you in that state that they can do anything they want because you really are impotent. So let's own our power. Let's understand that in addition to this physical vessel that we need to cherish and take care of, within it lives a divine spark. We are an electromagnetic being, an energy being, capable of manifesting unbelievable things. We have a body that's capable of self-healing when we learn how to connect our mind and our will and our emotions with that. If we can do things like that, there's really no limit to what we can manifest, including a world filled with harmony and love and people that are all taking care of each other. No up-down hierarchy, but just a horizontal line of beings joined in hand and in love and in energy around this planet, all enjoying their lives, having their needs met without the need to greedily hoard resources, because we all will have enough. Everybody being their unique self and sharing their gifts with the world. This is the vision that we want to hold in our mind all the time. And when we see the antics of our government or things taking place out there in the external world right now, watch it as a movie. Watch it as if you're watching a child throwing a temper tantrum, trying to get its own way. Narcissistic behavior comes from a really deep insecurity, and no matter how powerful or scary it looks, at the base of that kind of a personality is a very scared, weak, and insecure person. Have that in your awareness so that you can watch their antics as if it's a child throwing a tantrum and not be threatened and frightened. So, step number 1, internally, take care of yourself and your world, connect with your higher self, your creator, whether that's nature, is your God. I see God as just a consciousness, an energy of love that envelops both male and female energy, so it's truly, really non-binary. It's just unconditional love and energy. Neutral, really, not judgmental. So when I say the creator or source, that's my God. That's what I think of. That creator will never remove the connection from you, ever. It will never let go of the connection from you. But we were all given free will. We can move away from that connection from one side to the other and not feel it and be in misery and wonder why we're so unhappy in our lives. All we need to do is step back into that stream. Talk to your Creator. Just close your eyes. Connect. Talk to your angels. Talk to your spirit guides, your ancestors. They exist just in a different dimension. They aren't fantasies or make-believe. They simply exist across a veil we cannot see. Most of us can't see them because they're in another dimension. There are some gifted souls who do have the gift of vision and can see them. So anyways, my suggestion to start with is focus on yourself, making your own life very happy, very healthy, very cared for. Learn to set good boundaries in the self-love and care, saying no to toxic people and situations to take good care of yourself. In the external world, we can focus our attention on staying informed from reliable sources. You might want to check Substack to see, I believe there's quite a few journalists that have left mainstream media because their integrity that deliver news there. I know Heather Cox Richardson is a very good source for news as well. You can find her out there as well. Stay informed about what's out there so that you can attend and speak up to something if you must. But focus your energy mainly on your own healing, well-being, and creating that loving relationship. The rationale behind it is, quite honestly, if you are filled with self-love, and I've been there now. I've been there. It's not a place I'm able to reside 100% of the time, but I'm there more often than I'm not now. If you're in that place of self-love, your heart is so full, you become love, and you just don't have any room within you to judge other people, to be unkind to other people. You feel love for all of humanity, even those whose behavior is atrocious. You cannot like the behavior, but you can still see past it and see the human being buried deep within that. Self-love is going to give you all the tools and skills you need to slowly figure out everything else you need to do. So that's step number one. So I've gone on a bit, and I know that people have short attention spans these days. This has been a lengthier video than I intended because I do tend to be a bit verbose. I'm an old broad, and that's also part of my age and part of my personality in general. We like to tell stories. That's what older people enjoy doing. And we no longer have a bunch of grandchildren sitting around at our feet listening raptly to those stories. So we can fill the need elsewhere. But it's wisdom that we're trying to share. It's wisdom that I'm trying to share with you. Step number one, take deep breaths. Take better care of yourself. Rest assured that you are not alone in this. We are legion. That there are beings across the veil that are watching over you and protecting you at all times too. So fear not. Get yourself grounded. Take good care of yourself. We'll talk again soon. I'm going to be taping some guided meditations to help you go within and relax, maybe to help you fall asleep. I've been doing them live on TikTok the last few nights, but I'm going to be taping them and posting them on YouTube because I want people to be able to go at their convenience when it suits them and not just because it's convenient to my schedule. So tonight, Friday, January 24th, and tomorrow, Saturday the 25th, because of the planetary alignment, I will be doing guided meditations for self-healing and world healing live on TikTok on my channel at Connie Lou 54, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I will, over the next few days, do my very best to make some guided meditations that I can tape and post on YouTube. And that channel on YouTube is also at Connie Lou 54. I love you all. I'm thinking of you and sending out vibrations of well-being and love to you and sending you positive energy all the time. I hope that you have a kick-ass day.